Howdy doody, y'all. Welcome to another ramble. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are taking time to be present. I hope you are taking time for yourself because you are the most important investment. Today's ramble is going to touch on confidence is not loud. And what do I mean by that? So, I don't know. I've been examining this for some time now, and I guess the best way to explain this is if you were to close your eyes and think of a monk in a monastery, in a mountain, far away from the world, and think about that monk and how he doesn't really seek validation. He doesn't need attention. He doesn't need followers. He doesn't seek followers. He doesn't even seek to lead anyone, you know? And I think that is the epitome of confidence. I think confidence is silent. When you need validation, when you are constantly participating in attention seeking activities, when you are looking to be followed, um, and when you think that, I don't know, you're some type of authoritarian and deserving of a particular station in life, I think that is just arrogance. You know, that's ego, that's arrogance, that's insecurity, that's, low self worth. Because what are you trying to prove? Who are you trying to prove it to? You know? Like if you go back to thinking about this monk in a monastery on a mountaintop on his own, I think that's confidence. You know, you don't need to be announced. You don't need to proclaim anything. You don't need people to know, you know? It's silent, you know? It's kind of like oh no, the dog that's all bark but no bite. Kind of like that. Yeah, I've been noticing like just by observing people. I'm just like, okay, this person, I don't know, like they, I don't, I think you know, and I do know, I just don't know how to word this, but it's just like people who need to like talk themselves up, like, oh yeah, I am, I don't know, whatever, I am the manager, or I managed this restaurant, and I did all this stuff, and I got all this stuff. So boring. Like, I think confidence doesn't need to be, I want to say, loud. It's just felt, it's just seen in somebody's actions, you know? Like, it doesn't need attention or validation, you know what I mean? Yeah, these people are highly insecure and probably have low self worth and low self esteem. And I don't know, it's kind of like a psychological play to try to manipulate your perception on them. So they're going to talk up all these attributes and all these things that they've done and acquired. It doesn't impress me. It's just like, show me. Show me. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like, even in like body language, I don't know if you guys have experienced or been aware of this. It's just like confident people are not like making a fool of themselves. Like, ha, look at me. They're kind of like they're pretty stoic. You know what I mean? And it's funny, some people mask their insecurities. I've known like people who are quite stoic, but once you get past that and you penetrate that identity, it's like these people are highly insecure. You know, it's just like they talk a good game, but they don't follow it up. You know what I mean? It's like all words, no action. So it's like, yeah, just be mindful. You know, people are like on a psychological level trying to like alter your perception of reality by painting an illusion. Like for me, it's just like I can see the illusions. I can see you're painting it, and I'm not falling for it. I was tricked. Oh my goodness, I was tricked a couple of times. Um, but lesson learned. I'll know what to look out for in the future, you know? Yeah, that's what happens when you let your guard down and you let your emotions overrule. Real, like, I want to say like, like, blah, blah. I can't even talk right now, gosh. Yeah, it's like, just be aware that people are psychologically weaving illusions. And if you like blindly follow it, especially if you allow your emotions to blind you to it, oh my goodness, you will be set up to be fooled. I mean, if you want to be fooled, that's great. But for me, I'm just like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I've allowed myself to be fooled and tricked. Yeah, things I think about sometimes. And then I like really try to process these things so that I can avoid them in the future. But anyways, I'm going off onto another subject right now. Let's go back to confidence is silent. You know? Like for me, it's just like I want to say 90% of the people in the world are definitely not confident. Um, like really confident. There's different levels to it, you know? Like I've seen videos on people who are really, really successful, and they said that the reason they got to where they were was because not because they didn't feel fear. It's they felt the fear and they did it anyway. They pushed past the fear, and yeah, they had a overly confident exterior. But to me, that's insecurity. You know, it's just like for me, I would just be like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm like scared shitless right now, but dude, let's do it anyway. You know, I'm not going to pretend like, oh, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Let's do it. Nah, like, if something was scaring me, I'd hella tell you. I'd be like, oh my god, this is scary, but let's do it. Yeah, I don't know. What's the use of like pretending? You know, if something makes you afraid, then you're afraid. You know, but pretending that you're not afraid, and I don't know, it's pretty like tomfoolery if you ask me. Anyways, I'm gonna stop this video because I'm just like bambling on, and I can't speak well today. So, if you have made it this far in the video, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you learned something. I hope I gave you food for thought, you know. Yeah, have a beautiful day and blessings to one and all. Amen.